Ferrari are starting to lose momentum. Lewis Hamilton is becoming increasingly frustrated, and sudden retirement rumours are now shaking the Formula One world. In the middle of massive expectations to bring Ferrari back to glory, the Scuderia's performance is still falling behind McLaren and Mercedes. This situation has sparked shocking speculation that Hamilton could announce his retirement much sooner than anyone expected. Is this really the beginning of the end for the seven-time world champion's Formula One journey, or is it simply another major drama in a pressure-filled season? Let's discuss. The 2026 Formula One season has already delivered plenty of huge surprises so far. One of the biggest storylines, of course, revolves around Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. His move to the legendary Italian team was initially seen as one of the biggest transfers in Formula One history. Many believed Hamilton would be the man to bring Ferrari back into world championship contention. However, reality has not unfolded the way many expected. Although Ferrari showed strong potential during several of the early races this season, their performance still has not been consistent enough to truly challenge the dominance of McLaren and Mercedes. In recent rounds, Ferrari have struggled to maintain race pace and appear to be falling behind in car development. This situation eventually sparked major rumours surrounding Lewis Hamilton's future. Several reports began circulating, claiming Hamilton was considering his future in Formula One, with some even speculating that he could announce his retirement at the upcoming Silverstone Grand Prix. The rumour immediately became one of the hottest topics inside the Formula One paddock. However, after taking a closer look, the rumour does not appear to have a truly solid foundation. The main source came from comments made by Dutch journalist Louis Dekker during a podcast appearance. He stated that he personally felt Hamilton would most likely announce his retirement at the end of the season. Those comments quickly spread across social media and triggered widespread speculation. Even so, many people believe the rumours are still far too premature. There are currently no strong indications that Hamilton truly wants to leave Formula One anytime soon. In fact, based on several of his recent interviews, Hamilton actually seems to be enjoying the current generation of Formula One cars more than the previous era. Hamilton himself has admitted multiple times that he feels more comfortable with the characteristics of today's cars. He believes his driving style suits the latest regulations better, especially in terms of braking and overall handling. While he has complained about the battery system and several other technical aspects, those concerns are also shared by nearly every driver on the grid. Hamilton's performances this season have not been as bad as many people claim. In several qualifying sessions, he has remained extremely close to Charles Leclerc. At the Chinese Grand Prix, Hamilton even delivered an outstanding performance that proved his speed is still highly competitive. Ferrari's biggest problem right now is actually the performance of the car itself. Ferrari are reportedly still dealing with an engine power deficit compared to Mercedes. On top of that, several upgrades introduced by the team have not delivered the expected results. Ferrari had hoped the Miami Grand Prix would become a turning point for their season, but the final outcome was still far below expectations. Despite that, Ferrari are still believed to be highly optimistic about the future. Reports suggest the team are preparing a major upgrade package expected to arrive at the Belgian Grand Prix. In addition, the FIA's ADU system could potentially help Ferrari gain extra development advantages to close the gap to their rivals. That is why many analysts feel it would make little sense for Hamilton to retire now, especially considering his contract with Ferrari is still relatively long-term. According to circulating rumours, Hamilton signed a 2+1 contract structure that could keep him with Ferrari until the end of 2027. For Hamilton himself, the 2027 season is actually expected to be the main target. The new regulations are believed to create a huge opportunity for Ferrari to become competitive once again. If Ferrari can improve their engine performance and perfect the car, Hamilton could still have a real chance to fight for another World Championship title. Beyond the Hamilton rumours, another major talking point involves Kimi Antonelli. The Mercedes rookie revealed that he wants permission to race at the Nürburgring and is interested in trying other racing categories, much like Max Verstappen. However, many believe Mercedes will not allow Antonelli too much freedom to compete in additional events during the season. Unlike Verstappen, who already holds superstar status, and has greater freedom to choose his activities, Antonelli is still viewed as a long-term investment for Mercedes and someone the team must protect very carefully. Formula One teams today are also becoming increasingly strict about shielding their drivers from injury risks outside the main championship calendar. Meanwhile, Honda has also become one of the biggest talking points throughout the season. The Japanese manufacturer is reportedly dealing with a serious decline in engine performance, with several reports claiming their power unit has fallen around 8 to 10% behind the leading rivals on the current grid. This situation is obviously a major blow for Honda, especially in an era where Formula One competition is tighter than ever and heavily dependent on power efficiency and energy management. Many people are now beginning to question whether the issue comes from internal development problems, the latest technical regulations, or perhaps a failure to find the optimal engine setup. The real picture is expected to become much clearer after the FIA conducts its post-Canadian Grand Prix engine performance evaluation, which many believe could become a crucial moment in revealing just how far Honda has fallen behind its competitors. Williams Racing is also starting to face major pressure. After showing promising progress last season, their performance this year has failed to meet expectations. Their car is still struggling with excess weight issues, and the upgrades they introduced have not truly been enough to elevate them into the top-tier battle. Naturally, this has started to raise questions about the future of Carlos Sainz Jr. Many are now wondering whether Williams can genuinely become a team capable of helping him fight for a world championship over the next few years. On the other hand, this season's championship battle is becoming increasingly intense and pressure-filled at every round. Kimi Antonelli currently leads the standings after delivering consistently strong performances and capitalising on momentum brilliantly throughout the opening part of the season. Right behind him, George Russell continues applying massive pressure with solid performances that are making the fight for the top spot even hotter. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc remains in third place and continues to be a serious threat as Ferrari's pace begins showing significant improvement. At the same time, Lando Norris is staying right in the hunt for points and remains ready to capitalise on every mistake made by his rivals. As for Lewis Hamilton, he is still firmly in the fight near the front and is gradually proving once again that he is far from finished. His experience, championship mentality, and incredible ability to read races remain his biggest weapons, making him extremely dangerous in this year's title battle. So what do you think? Is Lewis Hamilton really starting to consider retirement from Formula One? Or is Ferrari actually preparing for a major comeback with the legendary driver in the coming seasons? Write your opinion in the comments below.